and there's no season to look forward to. Also be supportive and don't give up on each other, because for the next 3 months, you will pretty much be stuck together every day, besides Sundays and Christmas. And never forget to have fun. When asked about life after high school, Alexa said she plans on attending the University of Washington Bothell, where she will major in law. And during long breaks and after graduating college, she wants to travel the world. Once again, number 3, Alexa Brown! Thank you, Alexa. Up next, number 11, Annalise Cascade. Annalise on the court, her mom Laura, and cousins Maddie and Marley. Annalise has played basketball for 6 years, and for the Hawks for 3 years. We'd like to thank everyone who supported her throughout high school and who stayed by her side the entire time. Also, talking about her mom more importantly, she would like to thank her mom for being her greatest supporter in her rock. Anna says, we have been through a lot, and I have learned so much from her over the years. I strive to be as caring, loving, and selfless as she is, and will continue to do everything I can to make her proud. You deserve the world and so much more. I love you, Mom. Her words of wisdom from the future Lady Hawks. All of you ladies have so much potential and hustle in each and every one of you. Basketball is a mental game, and I want you all to stay positive and celebrate the good things you did. Remember that this is your second family. Learn to love and respect one another. The last thing I have to say is to make the most out of the time you have left. The seasons go by so fast, and before you know it, you will also be trying to figure out how to start your senior night speech. I love you all so much, and only want the best for you guys. Number 11, out. 11 out. After high school, Terrace plans on getting a bachelor's degree in business management with the goal of owning a variety of tattoo shops. Number 11, Annalise Cascade. Number 33, senior Alyssa Brown. With my mom, Sarah Brown, and brother, Nate Brown. Alyssa has been playing basketball for 8 years and 3 years with the Lady Hawks. She'd like to thank her mom for loving and supporting her every day. She would also like to thank her brother Nate for being her best friend and continuing to go through life and living life with her. Alyssa would also like to thank a few people. Thank you, Coach Nick, for continuing to push me every single day at practice and in games. Thank you to Coach Mike for having a great impact on me throughout high school. Coach Walt, thank you for appreciating and acknowledging the little things that I accomplished. Coach Tonight, thank you for being a mentor for me on and off the court. And last, I'd like to thank Lex and Anna for being my best friends. I'm so proud of you girls, and I love you both more than words can explain, even when we constantly butt heads. Alyssa's words of wisdom to the future Lady Hawks: when nobody is hype, be hype. Nobody's having a good day, change it. Be the change and become a leader in this program. Flip it around. I know this year wasn't like ones in the past. It was rough. Flip the program around and find that dog in you. attending Edmonds Community College to pursue goals in business. Once again, number 33, Alyssa Brown! Also, we'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the 4 Cascade seniors. Number 31, Jaden Wilson. Number 32, Morgan Abulan. Number 33, Alexis Becker. And number 41, Lorraine Boya. Boye. How about a round of applause for your 23-24 Mountlake Terrace Hawks seniors?
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Also, can you turn the volume down on this thing? Because you're peeking out.
So they'll be they've got some heightened emotions also, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for seniors, boy, it's a long journey. You know, some of them have played all 4 years, some of them have played 3 years, and you know, some of them will go on, but a lot of them will be done. And I know that's you know, it's a tough night, but it's also a real special night too. So.
It'll be a special night because, as I said, somebody's going to get a win, and both these teams have some extended losing streaks right now. Mountlake Terrace has lost 9 in a row. Cascade has lost 5 in a row, so they'll get to close out the season on an up note.
Yeah,
that's a positive. The records aren't as like they had hoped they would be for this year. Mountlake Terrace Hawks 2-17 overall. 0-13 in Wesco League play. Cascade Bruins, they've won 4 games, 4 of their 14. They are officially Wesco League members, but they're not playing a Wesco League schedule. Thus, only 14 games. They're considering them all non-conference games, and that's helped them to pull back a little and not have to play some of the elite teams. They didn't play Meadowdale, they didn't play Arlington, they didn't play Snohomish. So that's why their record doesn't show as many games.
Yeah.
But still 4 wins, and I think we'll have a good matchup between these two teams today.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree with that. I think, is it the Robert Polk League? Is that the league that they're in, or is it something very similar to that, right?
Yeah, they call it the Polk League. They don't really keep official records for just Polk League play. There is a formula that a Polk League member could make the postseason, but they haven't reached that.
Yeah.
So this is it. This will be it for both teams, and someone, like I said, someone's going to get a win. All right, Steve Willis has started the introductions of players, so we'll go to Steve, and then we'll be back for action.
Tonight's basketball game between the Cascade Bruins and the home team, the Mountlake Terrace. This game is being played according to the rules of the WIA. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can also help promote sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. And now, here are tonight's starting lineups. 5'8" senior, number 3, Alexa Brock. For Cascade, a 5'1" sophomore, number 22, Issa Palmer. And for the Mountlake Terrace Hawks, a 5'7" senior, number 11, Cascade. For Cascade, a 5'3" sophomore, number 23, Kylie Osbjornsen. And for Mountlake Terrace, a 5'7" sophomore, number 12, Jordan. For Cascade, a 5'6" senior, number 31, Jaden Wilson. For Mountlake Terrace, a 5'8" junior, number 24, Harley Schmidt. For Cascade, a 5'9" senior, number 41, Lorraine Bognia. And for Mountlake Terrace, a 5'10" senior, number 33, Alyssa Brown. The head coach for Mountlake Terrace is Nick Starks, assisted by Michael Barrington, Walter Krosich, and Sly Jerome. Your assistant athletic trainer, Alexander Pokas. Your head coach for Cascade after 14 seasons, his final year, final game tonight, head coach Dave Roberts, assisted by Kennedy Smith and Jason Hempstead. And now, if you would please stand and join us a very special rendition of the national anthem tonight, performed by your very own Mountlake Terrace Hawks basketball team.
And we are back here at Mountlake Terrace High School for the start of this girls basketball matchup between the Cascade Bruins and the Mountlake Terrace Hawks. We'll go over those starting lineups one more time. For the Bruins, in the gray, Sally Sela, Issa Palmer, Kylie Borgensen, Jaden Wilson, and Lorraine Bognay. Cascade does come away with the tip. And we are underway. And that shot came from the corner. That was Alexa Becker, actually. That was Kylie Borgensen that put up the shot. No good. Terrace the other way. Anna Castillo puts up a 3 attempt. It's no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Mountlake Terrace in the white. Starters again for the Hawks. Alexa Brock, Anna Castillo, Jordan Wagner, Hurley Schmidt, and Elisa Brown. There's your 10 on the floor.
I think Jaden Wilson is kind of the athlete on the court for Cascade. She is a extremely talented softball player and kind of the fire plug of this Cascade team. Number 31. I'd be interested to see the matchup between, say, Wagner and Wilson if they're guarding each other, because there's some pretty good athletes out there.
Another Bruin to watch for in this game, Sally Sela had some good point totals in some of the games so far this year. She scored 23 in a point in a game back on January 22nd. So
She's very athletic.
she can light it up also.
Yeah.
From the corner, Castillo with a 3 ball, and it's good.
Nice way to start things out.
Cascade with the ball. Wilson with the drive into the lane, gets fouled.
33.
Number 33, Brown, first team foul.
I can tell already with those dark jerseys and the dark numbers that I'll be struggling all night identifying some of the Cascade players.
Little known fact: those are actually legal uniforms. They did get a waiver from the WIA, but both girls and guys programs have uniforms they should not be wearing.
Yeah, there are regulations on uniforms, and
This is one of the reasons why.
Todd Weber, as an active referee, knows that.
And having refereed the boys team 3 times this year, it's been a challenge.
Let's go, Hawk!
Inbounds to Sela. Shot no good. Rebound goes into the corner. Cascade comes away with it. Back out on top of Borgensen. Baseline to Wilson. Wilson gets fouled.
The Hawks are playing a little handsy right now. They got to start moving their feet a little bit more.
Foul number 11, Castillo, first personal, second team foul.
Inbounds. Shot put up by Wilson. That's no good. Schmidt comes away with the rebound, goes coast to coast, puts it in.
Nice little steal and layup by Hurley.
On Borgensen. Being watched closely by Wagner. Gives it up to Bonnier. Inside to Sela. Her shot's no good. Goes out of bounds. Hawks ball. Neither of these teams are real offensive juggernauts, so points will be at a premium tonight.
Yep. And I think they're both real scrappy on defense, and it could get a little physical. So they're gonna, like you said, we might see a pretty low-scoring game tonight. And the Hawks really return quite a few, don't they? Pretty young squad.
It's a very young squad. Yes, just three seniors on the squad this year. Those 3 seniors again: Alexa Brock, Anna Castillo, Alyssa Brown.
They got a Stokes is a nice little freshman in terms of ball handling and getting creative, and Wagner, and they got a lot of future coming up here. They should be all right in a few years.
Certainly. I think Coach Starks, fifth year at the helm, I think he considered this year a little bit of a rebuilding year. So see what he can do in June when they get some extended practices and a few spring games, and then back at it again next fall.
And I think their feeder programs are doing well.
Brock had put up the initial shot. It was no good. Hurley Schmidt grabbed the rebound underneath.
Yeah, Wesco feeder standards, all three girls teams, or two of the three girls teams are at the top of their league. So there's a future coming up.
Cornet on the baseline. That looked like Wilson had put up that shot. It's no good. Cascade still scoreless as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Schmidt out on top to Wagner. Back to Schmidt. Down low to Brock. Brock looks for an outlet. Back to Schmidt. Inside Brown. Back out on top. Back to Brown underneath. Puts up the shot. It's no good. Sela with the rebound. She's off and running for the Bruins. Puts up a shot. Rims off. Schmidt with the rebound. Wagner. Schmidt. She'll toe the line. Put up the three. It's no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Blast off of Alyssa Brown. Bruins ball. On Borgensen. Sela. Shot put up. It's no good. Rebound goes to Wilson. She gets surrounded underneath, but gets bailed out by a foul.
Yep. And early on, I think you have two defenders. The Hawks need to do a better job of blocking out, too. She kind of snuck right in there and snagged that rebound.
Jaden Wilson at the line, shooting 2.
Wilson will be shooting 2 from the line. First one's good. Jaden Wilson, one of 4 seniors on this Cascade Bruins squad. Wilson, Morgan Apeo, Alexa Becker, and Bognay is in there on the court. Now, Wilson gets the second free throw to go.
You know, I found out from talking to Wilson in a game I had actually repped her that they have 2 or 3 of their top softball players on this team, and their softball team went to state last year. They're actually a real good team, but not really basketball oriented, if you know what I mean.
Palmer gets the lay-in to go in. 5-4 as we cross the midpoint of the first quarter. Wagner over to Schmidt, back to Wagner. Inside to Brock. She'll turn and shoot. It's no good, but a foul. And Brock will go to the line for 2.
It looks like Cascade's in some kind of a 3-2 zone, Doug. 3 on the top, 2 on the bottom. I think respecting the fact that Terrace has some pretty good shooters, but doesn't have a lot of perimeter strength, you know, kind of giving up on that.
Brock's first free throw is good. Senior's second attempt. In and out, and back in. Cascade. On Borgensen. Keeps the dribble alive. Now picks it up. Looks for a pass. Sela with the long shot. No good. Brock with the good block out to get that rebound. Now is surrounded. Bounces the ball off a Cascade player's knee. Terrace will keep possession.
Terrace maintains possession.
Early middle.
Wagner over to Castillo. Back to Wagner. Schmidt way out on top. Drives the lane. Gives it up. Brock in the corner. Castillo back to Brock. Quick shot. No good.
Some good ball movement by the Hawks. Just can't finish it up.
Borgensen.
Over early. Middle early. Front back.
Wilson.
Backside early.
Palmer. Sela. Her shot just rolls off. Another rebound for Brock. Hawks come the other way.
I post early.
Steal by Sally Sela. Will go the length of the court. Can't get the play in the drop. Now Schmidt brings it up quickly. Finds Castilla in the corner. Her three-point attempt no good. Palmer gives it up to Sela. And Sally Sela will go to the line for two as she gets hammered underneath.
Yeah, I'd say that's a definition of a hard foul.
Shooting foul on number 24, Schmidt, second personal.
A lot of up and down action, but not a lot of results in terms of points. But they're definitely working hard out there.
Sally Sela at the line, shooting two.
Sela's first free throw doesn't find the mark. And we got some substitutes for the Bruins. Kasha Agag, number 24, comes in. As does, I believe that's Austin Davis over there on the other side.
Yeah, it is.
Sela's second free throw is good.
Austin Davis, and number 24, Keisha Agag.
Hawks ball, Castillo. Back to Wagner. Castillo. In the corner to Brock. Castillo. Brock.
Inside.
Castillo. Brown. Back out on top to Wagner.
Shot clock under 10.
Schmidt tries to get it inside to Brown. Pass gets knocked away.
3 seconds on the shot clock. We'll see what Terrace does here.
They'll have to work quickly. Schmidt will put up the long three.
That is a shot. Why not, though, right? Not much other opportunity there.
Shot clock was running down early.
She's putting her hands up like, what do you want me to do, coach?
Yeah, I didn't have much time to work with. I put the shot up like you wanted me to.
Yep.
Bruins ball. Borgensen. Sela. Sela gets knocked down by Anna Castillo.
A good show of sportsmanship by Anna. She works hard, but she's a good sport and good athlete.
Fouls on number 1, Castillo, second personal, 15 foul in the quarter.
Agag is an interesting one off of the bench for Cascade. She's somewhat unassuming. Don't really think much, but in the game I watched her, she had about 12 points and 4 or 5 assists. She comes off and kind of sparks that Bruin team once in a while.
Sally Sela converts her first free throw attempt. Second is up and good. We have a tie game at 7-7 with a 1:46 remaining here in the first quarter. Wagner, Brock, Wagner, inside to Schmidt. Tries to get a shot off.
We got to travel. Probably a jump ball, but could have gone either way.
From where the referee on the baseline was, he probably didn't see the tie-up.
Yep. That was actually a really good call. Hurley stood her ground. She was in legal defensive position, and the gal just bumped into her and went out of bounds. Good call.
Hawks ball. Wagner. Wagner on top. Castillo. Wagner. Head to the corner. Ball goes off a leg and goes out of bounds.
Back to the Hawks.
Terrace keeps possession.
Brock. Castillo steps up to the three-point line. Tries to bank it in. Doesn't go. Brown's battling for the rebound. Gets it. Putback's no good. Then it goes out of bounds.
I like your analogy of trying to bank it in.
Just a little bit outside.
Just a little bit outside.
Agag for Cascade gives it up to Wilson. To Becker. I'm sorry, that's Wilson there.
Wilson again, nice move.
Wilson gets it to drop.
And again, I think Terrace has got to start moving her feet a little bit because she's kind of splitting that defense too easily.
Wagner, we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Brock puts up a long three-pointer. It's no good. Wilson gets the rebound, has the ball knocked away. Sela.
Nice move.
Sela stops. Shoots, and it's good.
Kind of a game of runs so far, right?
Yeah. Cascade scored, I believe, the last 7 in a row now.
Yep.
Brock, Castillo, Brock will take the 3,
There we
and
go.
it's good.
Very nice ball movement.
Long pass gets knocked out of bounds by Alexa Brock. Cascade ball. They just have 7 seconds to work with here in the waning seconds of the first quarter. Wilson into Palmer. Palmer's shot's no good. I'm sorry, that was a Don that put up the shot. No good. And the quarter will end with Cascade holding an 11-10 lead over the Hawks after 1.
So, Doug, you've watched a few of the opponents this year. Who you think in your mind at this point stands to go the furthest? It's a tough Wesco league, of course, but who's on your radar for a big run this postseason?
District 1 tournaments start next week on Tuesday. There will be 12 teams, of course, in it. Meadowdale will be one of the top 4. And if they can get an injured player back, they will not only be one of the favorites in district, they'll be one of the favorites at state.
Wow.
Unfortunately, they have one of their starters that's out right now who broke a bone in her right hand a week ago.
Oh, no.
So we'll see if she can get back. That we don't know. There was going to be some discussions today with the orthopedic surgeon. Other than that, you got Arlington, you got Snohomish. Linwood is expecting their top scorer to be back from injury. Lorraine.
So
the
usual suspect.
But she's back. Coming down from up north, Ferndale's got a good team this year. Everett's dangerous.
There's a lot of teams.
There's a lot of teams, and there's only 4 spots that will transfer from district to the state tournament. So
buckle up, it's going to be exciting.
That'll be fun. Second quarter's underway. Sela with the lay-in for the Bruins.
Got a nice little crossover move.
Hawks ball. Inside the Lovelace, we got some new players on the court there for the Hawks. We'll go over those. Claire Lovelace, number 22, is on the court for the Hawks, as is Jordan Stokes, number 20. And Iman Kefa, number 1, all seeing action for the Hawks right now. Stokes with a 3-point shot, attempt, and it's good.
Hawks are kind of coming alive, starting to hit their outside shots.
We've got another tie. It's 13-13 here in the early stages of the second quarter. And Jaden Wilson in for the lay-in attempt.
And again, Wilson just keeps finding that little seam, that little crease, and sliding between defenders, getting to the hoop. Terrace got to close that up a little bit.
Jaden will go to the line for 2. First shot is no good. Second shot attempt for the senior. And she takes her time there. That puts it up. It's no good. We have a whistle.
Violation. Like one of their lane rebounders entered early.
Hawks ball. Wagner crosses the midcourt line over to Stokes. Inside to Lovelace, and Lovelace gets called for the walk.
Lovelace is going to be a nice player coming up. You know, she's got the height, she's got the work ethic. You can really expect big things from her.
Just a freshman. Got a piece of that, I think, on that shot attempt.
She sure did. She has the ability to alter shots.
Wilson gets whistled for the foul there. Is
not happy with it.
Kefa was trying to get around her.
Foul number 31, Wilson.
Take your time before you get a middle. Take your time.
First team foul on Bruins in the second quarter.
Brock inbounds to Wagner. Over to Stokes. Kefa drives. Tries to get it to Lovelace. Ends up into the hands of Wagner. Inside the Lovelace. She'll put up the shot, and it's good.
A lot of promise from that freshman. Well, I'll tell you.
Agog for Cascade. Gets it inside. Ball stripped away by Lovelace. Ahead to Kefa. Loses it. The Bruins will take over as the Hawks are pressing.
A little too much on that defensive pressure. I had to call a foul on that.
Kefa gets whistled for her first foul. Wilson inbounds to the corner. Quick shot put up there by Todd Borgensen. Hawks ball. Loses it on the long pass. Going the other way now. Wilson ahead to Sela. Sela puts up the lay-in, and it's good.
Again, kind of an exchange of runs, really. 5 points here for Terrace, 5 for Cascade.
Inside the Lovelace. Loses it into the hands of Kefa. She loses it. Cascade comes away with it. Sela will get the ball, looking to drive, but forced to the corner. Out on top, Borgensen. She'll put up the three. It's no good. Brock came away with that rebound. Wagner. Kefa. Lovelace. Loses it.
She was a little surprised by that, I think.
Sela, she gets fouled. And Sally Sela will head back to the line.
Shooting foul on number 20, Stokes.
Game's getting a little bit rough, but the officials seem like they're doing a pretty good job of calling some of this stuff.
Sela's first free throw attempt falls. I mentioned before that Sela scored 23 in a game against Mariners. She also had scored 21 in a game against Marysville Getchell back in December.
She's the real deal.
Yeah, she can light it up. Stokes, her shot attempt's no good. Big battle for the rebound there. It's a tie-up.
Yeah, I'd like to see that sportsmanship too. The Hawks helping a couple of the Bruins up after a little bit of a scrum.
Sela. Sela will run into trouble there, but gets fouled.
Getting a little bit grabby on the help. Once the pattern is started, it seems like they kind of steamrolls into the reaching fouls. And
we're going to have a full timeout here. Looked like Dave Roberts might have called. Oh no, it was Starks, Coach Starks, that called that timeout for the Hawks. Wants to go over some things.
Yeah, I think he's probably talking a little bit about their defense. You know, they're just not. They're getting real handsy, and they need to start sliding their feet a little bit. Good battle though. Tell you what, 2 even teams. Kind of reminding me this weekend of my son's battle. He plays for Meadowdale, and we actually beat Evans Woodway, and that was good stuff, man. It's fun to watch and fun to beat Evans Woodway when we can. So
that was part of the Rubber Chicken night.
Yeah, it was a whole weekend of festivities, and I think it ended up being a split between all the teams. So that's a fun event, by the way.
That's a fun event. One of my favorites during the winter sports season.
Linwood used to have the power plunger, and it's still there, but our Linwood Terrace. But I wish they would bring it back with a little bit more zest, if you know what I mean. That used to be a really cool event as well.
We'll have to talk to the athletic directors of those two schools.
You got an opportunity to do that.
And yeah, I do. The Mountlake Terrace athletic director will be joining me at halftime tonight, and we'll be talking about some of the sports news that's happening here at Mountlake Terrace.
Yeah. Well, And of course, we're back in the 3A classification-wise, so I think we lose a few Wesco pros and we gain a few, right?
That'll all be ironed out next week, I understand. We'll have
Divisions and stuff.
Yeah, divisions, and we'll know exactly who's in what division. We won't get schedules yet, but we'll have some framework for what next year will look like.
Yeah, it'll be interesting for sure.
Terrace loses possession of that on that trip down the court. Cascade will take over as we cross over the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter. Borgensen quickly into the forecourt, gives it up to Sela. Back to Borgensen. She'll take the long three. It's no good. Hawks ball. Osborgensen, not Borgensen. Osborgensen.
That's a tough one.
Sorry about that. Hawks ball. Ends up in the corner with Keifa. Wagner. Keifa, she'll eye the three. Bounces off. Brock with another rebound. Gives it up to Wagner. She'll shoot the three. It's no good. Lovelace gets that rebound. Loses it. Bruins ball. Wilson. Wilson's looking to drive the whole way. Puts it up and it's good. Stokes will get called to travel.
Some steps there.
Yeah, she got into the lane, didn't quite know what to do with it.
Yep.
Little indecision there.
Yep.
Yeah, we got some wholesale changes. Back into the game for the Hawks is Brown and Castillo. Will join Keifa and Wagner. Stokes out on the floor.
Turn it up, Amon. Let's go.
Out on the court for Cascade right now is Sela and Osborgensen, Palmer, Agog, and did I say Wilson? Wilson.
I think you did.
Oh, and Bognay. Bognay with the ball right now. Gives it up to Palmer. Inside to Sela. Tries to put up a tough shot. Doesn't go. And rebound gets into the hands of Borgensen. Or no, I'm sorry, that was Palmer, but she falls out of bounds. Hawks ball. Wagner, Stokes, Castillo, Keifa, Castillo, Wagner, Stokes from the corner,
Nice.
and it's good.
Nice ball movement by the Hawks.
Jordan Stokes ties it up with a three.
Right back into pressure defense, which is kind of what's keeping them in this game and giving them a little bit of a lead. Nick seems to think it's a white ball. Referees are conferring. All right, and it is white ball.
It looked like that inbound attempt didn't touch anyone, went straight out of bounds, so Hawks will take it. Stokes. Wagner got trapped in the corner there, and the ball gets swatted out of bounds. Blast off of a Hawk, though, so Cascade gets it. And a foul quickly. Keifa doesn't believe the call went against her, but it does.
And that is double bonus.
15 foul on the Hawks in the quarter.
Double bonus, or is it just called bonus? Or is it just called double bonus?
That's a great point because we don't have the bonus anymore.
It's all just bonus.
Which is another question I have for you. Is there any feedback you've gotten on that transition on that?
The little bit I've heard is that everyone seems to like it. We lose some of the ambiance of a 1-and-1, but yeah, I think it speeds up the game a little bit.
I agree.
I haven't heard anything negative about the change.
I feel like it's kind of like the players are allowed to regroup from quarter to quarter, and they don't dig themselves into a foul hole. I think it's been a good rule.
Yeah, 5 fouls in a quarter now, and the opposing team's automatically in the bonus. You shoot 2 free throws. That's what we're talking about. All right, Hawks ball. That was Sela that converted 2 free throws. Now Hawks ball, and it's Jordan Stokes hitting another 3 from the corner.
Heating up for sure.
She has three balls.
Dave Roberts wisely takes the timeout as they got to come up with an answer to Stokes. She is on fire.
Looks like it's going to be a full timeout there by Coach Roberts. Coach Roberts, 14th season at the helm there at Cascade, but not all 14 in a row.
Right.
He did little segments starting in 1999. Took a break, got back into it in 2014. Took a break, got back into 2020. Kind of a necessity. He works there. He's a teacher there at the school, and sometimes they get called upon to fill a vacancy.
And I'll tell you, I could almost picture the moment when he's sitting in his room sipping a cup of coffee, and the administrator knocks on the door and says, "Hey, Dave, how you doing? You want to coach?" And Dave is such a class act. He'll never leak this kid. He'll always answer the call. Good man, very good coach too.
He claims this will be his last season coaching.
I was kidding with him over there, and I kind of smirked. He's like, "No, seriously, this is it." I'm like, "Okay, Dave." I think him and Ken together on the bench would be kind of fun.
Yeah, they're brothers. He and the coach of Snohomish, Ken Roberts, they are brothers.
Which is interesting because you couldn't come up with more opposite programs, and that's not a slight to Cascade or anything like that. It's more of a compliment to Snohomish, and their coaching styles are quite a bit different too. So brothers, yes, but different styles. Both successful in teaching student athletes, though.
Sela at the line, where she has been much of this game. This shot attempt's no good. Second attempt bounces off. But Cascade will keep possession as the ball rolls out of bounds. Blast off of Alyssa Brown. Wilson with the inbounds into Sela. In the lane, twist turns back out to Wilson for the open short jumper. It's no good. Sela in the lane. It bounces off, no good. She gets her own rebound. Tries to put up a shot. Gets fouled.
That is one player that has hit the ground quite a few times tonight.
Hey, White Belt.
Foul goes against Wagner.
I think Terrace, part of their strategy is to not give her easy looks because she really is their scoring in terms of who they can go to.
Puts up the shot. It's good. She's just a junior. They could certainly build next year's team around her if she chooses to come back and play some hoops. Second shot attempt's no good. Day gets the rebound for Cascade.
You know what, Cascade's doing a really good job on the offensive rebounding right now. They seem to be getting quite a few of those in the last few minutes.
There was a whistle, and Terrace will take over possession. So we're tied at 21. Castillo, Keifa, Castillo, cross court to Stokes. Doesn't take up the three this time. Shorter shot, it's no good. Sela with the rebound. Sela dribbles down the right side, picks up the ball, goes inside to Wilson.
Very nice move. Very nice pass. Both teams are showing some good ball movement right now.
Stokes tries to get it inside to Brown. Over her head, can't reach it. Bruins ball.
Senior Alyssa Brock's activity loss.
Brock's back in for the Hawks. All three of the Terrace seniors are on the court now. That pass overhead of everybody.
That was good Terrace defense right there.
We're under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Terrace trails by 2. Wagner, Castillo. Castillo will drive. Gets herself in trouble. Ball comes loose. Wagner. Stokes, she'll take a three. It's no good. Rebound to the Bruins, Bogday. Now the ball's loose again. Little collision there at the end line. Refs say the ball was last off of Jordan Stokes. Bruins ball.
Last touch by Terrace. Cascade basketball.
Wilson will inbounds. Gets it inside. So,
Boy, Cascade has been pounding those boards.
can't come away with points on that trip, though. Wagner, Castillo. Over in the corner, Brock.
There they go.
Wagner. Wagner gets a three. And now Castillo with a steal.
Scrappy.
Brock gets tied up.
Foul, yep.
Oh, they're going to call a foul.
Boy, I tell you, that was a nice sequence for Terrace. Wagner gets in there with the three, and they turn around, get a quick steal, and they're back in business.
Second team foul.
Brown, little miscommunication there. Pass doesn't connect. It'll be Cascade ball. Sela being watched closely by Brock. Gives it up to Osborgensen. Now the ball's loose. Osborgensen will take the long three. It's short. Goes out of bounds. Hawks ball. We're under a minute to go here in the first half. Castillo, Wagner, Stokes, Wagner, Castillo, cross court. Ball gets tipped out of bounds.
Terrace ball with 18 left on the shot clock.
Stokes. Brock. Gives it up to Castillo.
It's got about 9 on the clock. Oop, they call it 3 seconds in the key.
3 seconds in the key violation call on the Hawks.
Looks like Brown had her left foot in the lane there and may not have even known it.
Yeah, and I think that's an interesting call because they're really...
Three ball put up by Kylie Jorgensen for the Bruins. That's their first three-pointer of the night. We're 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Castillo puts up a shot. Looks like it might have been blocked. Sela gives it up to Jorgensen. Her shot attempt's no good. At the whistle. And the refs say that's all the action for the first half. They'll end it right there.
Bowling pins going down there.
It's a rough and tumble night here at Mountlake Terrace High School. As Cascade will go into the mid-game locker room with a 26-24 lead. We're going to take a 30-second break, and then we'll bring on our special guest here at halftime. This is HBN Hawk TV. And we are back here at Mountlake Terrace High School, where the Mountlake Terrace Hawks trail the Cascade Bruins 26-24 at halftime of this girls basketball game matchup, this final game of the season for these two squads. I'm so pleased because here at halftime, we've got Shirley Matthews-Malloy, the athletic director of Mountlake High School, is going to join us for a few minutes here at halftime. Shirley, hi.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here with you. Thank you.
Welcome to Hawk TV HBN. Wanted to talk to you because there's all sorts of sports stuff going on here at Mountlake Terrace, but quickly first, reclassification that the WIAA does every 4 years.
Yep.
Cascade, Mountlake Terrace has been 3A for the last 4 years. Any changes there?
Not that we know of. Nope.
No changes there.
Doesn't look like there's any changes going to happen.
Yeah.
Nope.
And the other 3 schools in the Edmond School District will all remain 3A also.
They sure will. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some changes in the league itself. There's a couple teams moving up and down, and we'll get some final answers next week, I understand.
Yes, we have the Wesco 80 meeting next Wednesday, where we'll kind of talk about how we want to realign the league based on the differences in classifications with some of the schools moving up, some maybe moving down. So we'll know more next month. Or next week.
Cascade's one of those that's moving up. They'll be up to
Sure.
4A, so they'll definitely will need a change there. But we'll get answers on that next week.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about, since this is the final game of the girls, let's talk quickly about the boys. The Mountlake Terrace boys having a sensational season.
Fantastic season.
18-1 so far,
Yes.
the number 1 RPI in the district, and number 1 in the state. WIA for much of the season. I haven't looked lately if they are still number 1, but I'm guessing they are. They play their final game tomorrow night.
They
It's a
do.
road game up in Cascade. Then the district tournament starts. Now, I believe they will open with a home game. Is that correct?
They will, yes. The first round they'll have a bye because of that wonderful first seed. And then we'll be playing here 7 o'clock on next Friday, February 9th. Yes.
Yes.
So that we'll have that opener and looking forward to it.
We don't know who their opponent is going to be yet.
Not yet. They'll be finishing up regular season games this weekend. And so we'll know more early next week. I'm excited. It's been a fantastic season for them, watching those boys grow and play together. And it's just been great.
Yeah. In fact, Hawk TV HBN will have that game next Friday. The Mountlake Terrace's first game in the district tournament, since it's a home game. They, even though the regular season isn't completely over yet, they have guaranteed a number 1 seed in that district tournament, where they are 2-time defending champions.
Right?
of
I
the
know, it's
district.
amazing.
So they're going to
Yes.
go for a three-peat here in the districts. All right. With winter winding down, let's talk about spring sports.
Right around the corner.
When do the spring sports starts? When do players start practice? Things like that.
Yes.
I know you maybe you don't have that off the top of your head.
I do.
I'm testing you.
I do. So Monday, February 26th is the first day of spring sports. So that's when everyone will be out there on the fields, getting going. Obviously, paperwork and stuff is due before then, but it's right around the corner.
Not a lot of changes in the coaching ranks for that. We still got the
No.
Ryan brothers that are heading up baseball.
Amazing Ryan brothers, yes. And we've still track and field is still the same as Coach Malloy. We've got a change with the head boys golf coach. So Josh Carden, he's a para here in building, applied and he got the job. And we're so excited. He's got experience just working, coaching in our district, and then golf playing experience himself. So
Excellent.
yeah,
Chris Metalis.
Yep.
He'll be coaching the boys soccer again, right?
He is. He just got head coach. So interim last year, but head coach this year. Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah.
One of the exciting things happening with spring sports is a facility change. It's a field change. Tell us about what's
Amazing.
happening back behind the high school.
Oh, yes, man. The levy pass, we got money. We have an amazing softball turf field coming in. Finally, one of the last schools in the area to get away from the mud dirt fields. So that's coming in. That will be ready to go by the 1st of March. So they've been working on that all school year. And then we also have a soccer turf field that should be coming in, but not sure if it's going to be ready for the season. But beautiful. It's going to be gorgeous. I'm so excited. I'm so happy for our softball girls. And we won't have to have, balls flying over the fence, landing in people's backyards anymore. So it'll be nice. It'll be great. Yeah, we're very thankful that the district got that done for us.
Yeah, it's been a grass and dirt field down there. Tough to dry out when it rains.
It's awful. There's like holes in the grass. Like it's just old.
So
So it was a time for an upgrade.
that'll be exciting for the softball program. And of course, Shannon Rasmussen's been the softball coach
Yes.
forever. Maybe this is her 12th or 13th
Yeah.
season, something like that. And always puts together a strong team.
She does.
So it'll be exciting to see them play on a new field. Got to be a lot of excitement among those ladies.
Oh, they're so excited. They can't wait. They've been asking for this for years. So we're all so thrilled. So thrilled.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Anything else should I know about spring sports happening here at Terrace?
No, just February 26th. Get those kids out, get them going. that's about it. Yeah, we're excited for a new season. I can't believe it's spring.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
It's coming up.
It's coming up.
Well, we still got a postseason here in winter, and certainly basketball will be exciting with Mountlake Terrace boys. We've got the sub-regionals in the wrestling this Saturday at Edmonds Woodway.
Yes, and then we've got girls at Juanita. So we've got 2 girls at Juanita, and we've got the boys here, and we have some kids that could make it to state.
Yes.
In wrestling. So I'm really excited to see how they do as they move forward. Sub-regionals, regionals, and then on.
Yeah. Tough competition here in Wesco in wrestling.
It really is.
Yeah, Edmonds Woodway has a sensational program. There's always a kid or two from Meadowdale. Obviously the objective is to get to Matt Classic down at the Tacoma Dome, and maybe we can get it.
We have a chance. We have a good chance.
First year coach of the wrestling program here at Terrace, right? Or
This is the second year. Yeah, Coach
season?
Vester.
Yes. How's he doing?
Oh, fantastic. He has grown at that program. That we had, I think, 32 total, and he started out with maybe 14, 15 last year. So, in retaining those kids, and they're getting better. It's phenomenal. He has a phenomenal coaching staff. Coach Sweat was with them, some great volunteers that come in to help, but he's fantastic, so knowledgeable, very enthusiastic, encouraging, but sets high expectations for those guys. So they're really rising to the challenge. I'm just so proud of what he's done. We are so blessed to have him here. It's been amazing.
Imagine that. The athletic director of Mountlake Terrace is excited about what's happening at Mountlake Terrace Sports.
I love it. I love it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Coming next fall, we're going to see you coaching volleyball again. I know I ask you that all the time.
I don't think so. The position's open.
Is it open again?
Yeah, it's open again, and so we'll see. I hope we can get a good coach in.
Okay.
That's just, yeah.
We'll start doing some recruiting. Any volleyball coaches out there that want to get involved,
come join us.
Come join us. Otherwise, Shirley might have to come out of retirement.
Which I would love to do.
But I know your plate is pretty full.
It
with
is
what's
full.
happening here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and last note, I just wanted to thank you for getting some additional lighting here in the gym.
I know we've needed it, and we got a new sound system this year, so that was a great addition to the gym facility. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you again for coming on, and I'm looking forward to spring sports. I'm looking forward to this winter. I'll be, of course, going to almost all of the Terrace boys games this postseason, and certainly following them down to Tacoma Dome. It'll be a great year.
It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for having me. As always, love talking to you.
Certainly. Shirley Matthews Malloy, thank you for joining us.
Awesome. Thank you.
We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back after that. And we are back here as we're just seconds away from second half play here at Mountlake Terrace High School. Doug Petrowski and Todd Weber on the Hawk TV HBN mics here. Cascade Bruins are leading the Hawks 26-24. We'll go over some point totals here as the Cascade Bruins are led in scoring by Sally Sela with 13 points. Jaden Wilson has 8. Kylie Borgensen has 3. And Issa Palmer has 2. For the Mountlake Terrace Hawks, Jordan Stokes leads the Hawk scorers with 9. Anna Castillo has 8. Alexa Brock has 5. Jordan Wagner has 3. And Hurley Schmidt has 2. And Clara Lovelace has 2. And there's your scoring, first half scoring. Turnover right away for the Bruins. It'll be Hawks ball.
And I really think the game kind of starting out that third quarter, who's going to be hot? Who's going to start this thing and get things rolling?
Castillo. to Schmidt. Her shot's no good. Borgensen gets the rebound for the Bruins, gets surrounded by 3 Hawks. Somehow keeps possession, but gets pressured into a walk.
A little bit anxious there to get that ball in play. Brock turned around, looked at us, and kind of smiles like, yep, I want to get the ball in play.
Schmidt with a shot up. It's no good. Bourget gets the rebound for the Cascade Bruins. Going the other way with Wilson. Her shot attempt's no good.
Ooh.
And we got a foul. We've got the same starting lineups here in the second half that we had to start the game. For the Hawks, Brock, Castillo, Wagner, Schmidt, and Brown are in the game. That's Castillo there with the 3 attempt. It's no good. Rebounds pulled down by Wilson.
And here comes Wilson again. She moves that ball up, doesn't she?
Palmer. Cross court. Ball goes out of bounds. Terrace ball. That Cascade lineup. Sela, Palmer, Osborgensen, Wilson, and Bognay. Wagner to Stokes. Oh, I'm sorry. Jordan Stokes is in the game for the Hawks. I didn't mention her. That was one difference from the starting lineup.
Who start? Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Alyssa Brown started the game to start.
As a senior on senior night, yeah, Alyssa Brown got the start.
Makes sense.
Palmer gives it up to Sela. She'll take the long jumper. It's no good. Rebound goes to Castillo. We're going the other way. Castillo's going to take it the whole way and put in the shot.
Fantastic penetration by the senior. Good crossover move.
That ties the game up for 26. Borgensen over to Bognay. Bognay tries to get it inside to Palmer, who gets called for the walk. That's 4 turnovers for Cascade here in the first minute and 40 seconds of the second half.
Yeah, that's I definitely think the Hawks started off a little bit hotter, and they're executing a little bit more in this third quarter.
Wagner to Brock. Castillo. Wagner gets an open look at a 3, and it's good.
Well, I'll tell you, timeout Mountlake Terrace. It's like a full timeout. Oh, 30 seconds, excuse me. I'll tell you, Wagner and Stokes have really been the offensive catalyst for tonight, haven't they?
Wagner's got a couple 3-pointers, and Stokes hit 3 of them the second quarter there for more than half of the Hawks' 29 points so far.
So who in the boys' side, Doug, are you seeing in terms of Terrace's competition?
Yeah, of course, district tournaments start next week. Mountlake Terrace, #1 seed, will be the #1 seed in the district tournament. Has a chance to be the #1 seed in the state.
Yeah.
They get the state. I say once they get the state. It's
still got to go through it, but
they
you
got to
get
go
there.
through district, but they are certainly the class of the Wesco League.
Yeah.
Of District 1. They're 2-time defending district champions. They'll try for the 3-peat this year, as I mentioned during halftime.
Ooh.
Sela gets fouled midcourt.
That's an excellent call by the official. Did not establish legal guarding position. Yeah, I think the big folks from the Metro, O'Day, Beach, Garfield, will obviously always be right in the running. They're great programs, but Terrace has got a shot this year.
Certainly. Sela.
Now we're getting into a pushy and handsy again.
The Terrace boys team was 1 win away from a trophy down at state last year, and I know that's
well, it's interesting. You go from the highs of nearly knocking off O'Day on Thursday night to the lows of, and afterward you got to give Bellevue credit, but at the time nobody really thought Bellevue was much. And then you get ousted by them on the next day. It's a tough one.
Yeah, by 2 points.
Yes.
2-point loss there.
Yeah, they held themselves real well there. And a lot of that has to do with draw and all that kind of stuff too. But I give the Hawks a pretty good chance to make a deep run this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Second shot attempt by Sela is good. The Hawks will open district play next Friday, February 9th, here at home, and that game will be here on Hawk TV HBN.
Right on.
Tie up for the ball as we're back to the girls' game. We got a game going on here.
We sure do.
Todd.
I'll tell you what, this is the best game of the night in Wesco. Two teams that really want to win, and they're playing their hearts out right now.
Yeah, lay it all on the line. Final game of the season.
Yep. That's what makes high school sports so awesome.
Osborgensen gets double teamed, dribbles out of it. Ball ends up in the hands of Palmer. The shot's no good. Sela with the rebound. Big battle in the paint for that ball. It's an L ball. Jordan Stokes, she's not going to back down from anyone.
She's feisty.
Freshman.
Yep.
And as I've mentioned all year, starting goaltender for the soccer team this past fall. She's an athlete.
Yep, and she's a heck of a softball player too, from what I understand.
Yeah, we'll be seeing her on those new fields this spring.
Did they get those done?
Yes,
That's the goal, right?
Shirley said the field will be ready by March 1st.
Okay.
So,
but they've been working hard back there. I can tell they're stepping up their pace a little bit because March 1st ain't that far away.
It's coming up just a few weeks away, yes. 5:22 remaining here in the third quarter in this one. Sela with the steal. Up ahead to Palmer. A little too far ahead. Ball goes out of bounds. Hawks will take over.
Back to Anna, Ryan Hawks, Wagner. Come on, get over here.
Castillo.
Up to the ball, Wagner. Yes, Wagner.
Wagner, Castillo, Stokes, cross court to Wagner. She'll put up the three. Rims off. Castillo pulls down the rebound, but gets fouled. Hawks will retain possession.
I think Wilson is kind of wondering, but I do think she made contact, so it's a good call.
The foul gets called against Sela.
Oh, okay. So she was wondering, the disbelief was for her teammate, I guess.
That's just Sally Sela's second foul of the game.
It shows you what a good defender she is, too.
Castillo. Sarah Lovelace is in the game, has to chase down that ball.
Yeah, you can't stand up after you.
Oh, even if you dribble, that's...
Well, it depends on the sequence, obviously, but if the motion to go up is before the dribble, it's a travel.
And that's why we love having Todd Weber here at the seat, too.
Yep, and little tidbits of interesting information that nobody really needs to know. I can bring that to you, too.
Palmer's shot attempt, it rims off. Rebound goes to Bognay. Her putback's no good. Wilson gives it up to Osborgensen. Her long three is no good. Another tie up underneath. And that ball will stay at the Cascade end of the court. Inbounds to Sela. She puts up a shot. It's no good, but she'll go to the line for two. Foul goes against Castillo.
Shooting foul on number 11, Castillo.
Sela with the only Cascade points of the third quarter so far, a single free throw. She'll try to get a point in here, and she does. Second attempt is good. And we're tied again at 29. Wagner to Castillo, back to Wagner. Castillo trying to get it into Brown. They do.
Yep.
But there's a whistle. Bognay will get called for the foul. Stokes, Wagner with the inbounds as Coach Starks yells in instructions.
We're still
Brock.
trying to get it low to the post, which is
Wagner with the 3 attempt, no good. They ruled that it went untouched. It'll be Cascade's ball. Nope, it'll be Hawks ball.
interesting.
Lovelace, Castillo, inside
Nice pass.
to Brown. Brown and Bognay are exchanging pleasantries.
Our referees are going to get together and talk about this.
Okay, what are they talking about?
Talking about the procedure. I believe it's going to be a double technical on Alyssa and
Bognay.
Bopay. And I think they're going to talk about point of interruption, which it would go back to the original out of bounds. But that would be my thought. Definitely both players were heated at each other.
After the Wilson,
Yeah.
after the whistle, the ball was out of bounds.
Double technical.
And that is exactly what the call is. Technical fouls. Those count as personal fouls against them. Yes.
Personal and team fouls.
Okay. And team fouls
So,
also.
and because it's a double foul, it'll go out of bounds. I'm not sure who they gave the ball to, but yeah. So now we're back in that bonus situation. Romeo, the lead official, Romeo Escalona, is talking to Dave about it. I think Dave is kind of expressing his concern on who might have been the instigator and, you know, how things ended up. Who was? I guess your coach, as a coach, you're probably wanting to argue that maybe their kid was a little bit more involved, but I think they did the right thing. Double technical foul sounds fair.
Some further discussion among the referees. Now at midcourt.
Not sure we need to have the second discussion, though. I think they called the double foul. We go point of interruption.
They were discussing.
They were trying to figure out who had the ball because you lose track of that stuff when that stuff happens. So good for them to get that figured out and get it cleaned up.
Technical fouls for each team, put each team into the bonus.
We're tied at 29, 4:08 remaining here in the third quarter. As we got a tight one here tonight here at
We
Mountlake
do.
Terrace High School.
And they're playing hard. I mean, the emotions, like we talked about that earlier. You asked about that last night, you know, and it's clear that these kids have a lot of passion and emotion in this last game. They're playing to win.
The Cascade inbounds attempt went out of bounds without touching anyone, so it'll be Hawks ball. Along the baseline, Castillo in the corner, gives it up to Kefa, who's into the game for the Hawks. Picks up her dribble, gets it knocked out of her hands. Now Brock. Wagner in the corner to Steele. She'll take the 3. It's no good. Kafa gets
Nice.
the rebound, turn. Putback's no good. Now the ball is loose. Kefa tries to save it from going out of bounds. She is unable to. It'll be Cascade ball.
Now double 14, Jordan, double 14.
Osborgensen puts up the 3. Rims off. Brock with the rebound. She gets fouled. And we're in the bonus for both teams, so Brock will go to the line for 2. Bognay gets called for the foul. That is her 4th.
Wow, we're going to start talking about disqualified players here pretty soon. A lot of fouls in this game. And I honestly think they're probably fitting the game. I mean, it's a very aggressive game out there for sure.
Alexa Brock, senior on senior night. This is her first free throw attempt.
For 15, Austin Davis steps back into the game for the Bruins.
Coach Roberts gets Bognay out of the game with those 4 fouls. Second attempt by Brock is no good. Misses the rim, so that'll go over to Cascade.
We got ourselves a full court press by Terrace, trying to change things up a little bit.
CeeLo. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Ball gets knocked loose. Hawks ball. Kefa tries to get it ahead.
Yeah, travel.
Too many steps. Bruins will take over.
Seems like we've seen a lot of those plays where the Hawks are kind of catching and maybe going a little faster than they should, and then they get called for that travel. Need to slow down a little bit.
Wilson inbounds to CeeLo.
Here comes a good
Over
kick.
into the corner to Palmer. Her shot attempt's no good.
Ooh.
Brock will get the rebound. Gets fouled. Brock will go to the line for 2 again. The foul goes against Sally CeeLo. That's her 3rd. Coach Roberts wants a timeout. 30-second timeout. Talk things over.
I will also say that let's say Coach Darrington did a good job in that situation. The rule is in the book that if there's a potential fight, that coaches can come off the bench and help diffuse it. And Michael did a real good job. He got up there and got there quick enough. And, kudos to him because you don't get in the middle of that. Those things change real quick to something else, and he did a great job.
Michael Darrington coaches the JV team here at Mountlake Terrace, and in tonight's JV game, the Hawks got a win.
Yes, they did.
39-35 over the Cascade JV squad.
Exciting game too.
So the Mountlake Terrace JV team will finish with a 4-15 record this year.
Okay.
But finish the season with a win.
There you go. Future is looking bright.
Alexa Brock, first free throw attempt, no good. Brock with 5 points in tonight's game so far. There's her 6th.
And there's that baseball pass by Wilson.
Up to Palmer in the corner. Gets tied up. Gives the ball up to CeeLo. CeeLo will take the long jumper.
He gets fouled.
Looked like just a 2-point shot. She'll just go to the line for 2.
This is one of those quarters that doesn't feel like it's ever going to end.
That's true. A lot of whistles here.
A lot of whistles.
CeeLo misses the first free throw. Sally CeeLo is sitting at 16 points to lead all scorers.
You mentioned her 23 and 22-point games, and I can definitely see how she can pile up the points. She goes out there and gets after it, and she can score in a couple of different ways.
She's doing it from the free throw line tonight. 10 of her 16 points are from the charity stripe. There's another one. And we're tied at 30. Wagner, step back 3 attempt. It's no good.
Good save.
Kefa tries to save it. He's unable to. Cascade ball. 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd. CeeLo. CeeLo stops. Gives it up to Borgensen. Her 3 attempts no good. Hawks the other way. Brock. Kefa, she'll take a
There we go.
2. It's no good. Now CeeLo heads up court for the Bruins. Steps through and gets the lay in the drop.
A little crossover move she has is really nice.
Wagner. Castillo will take the open 3.
Let's go.
It's no good.
Ooh.
Battle for the rebound. Wilson and Lovelace get tied up. It'll be Hawks ball on the baseline. Kafa ends up out on top, gives it to Wagner, pump fake, shot, no good. Ball's loose
Kind of
again.
one of those things where the rim has a little block on top of it where they put a piece of wood. It just isn't going in for anybody right now.
You got to get the lids off those pots.
We're going to go shoot 2 on the other
Yeah,
end.
we had a foul against Loveless on that, and it looks like Wilson will be going to the line for Cascade.
Jaden Wilson at the line, shooting 2.
Wilson's first free throw is good. She'll try to reach double figures in scorings with this one, as she's sitting with 9 points. And she does.
Yeah, Jaden's a good athlete. She does many things well in the world of athletics.
Wagner, Kafa, Wagner, Castillo, Wagner, Loveless,
Good move.
inside
good
the
pass.
block. It's good, that's the block.
Clara, that was a great pass by Clara. Good court vision.
Palmer,
That makes it a good block. Ooh.
now it's loose.
And I think she just got a little bit extra aggressive there towards the end, and referee was right in on it. But Claire did a great job on that block. Got pretty excited, went for the loose ball, and then kind of, I think, grabbed the Cascade girl on her way up. Not intentional, but
Sela will be the beneficiary of the whistle as she'll go to the line for 2. First shot's no good. Second attempt is short. Loveless with the rebound. Quickly out to Kafa, I'm sorry. Back to Loveless. Kafa, Wagner with the open 3.
get in there.
It's no good. Steeler with the rebound. Seals wants to go the whole way, dribbles it off her leg, goes out of bounds. There's a hot spot.
That was an example of her maybe doing a little bit too much.
Wagner, Kafa, Wagner, Castillo,
Good
cross
swing.
court to Kafa, out on top to Wagner. Her pass gets intercepted by Palmer. Wilson drives, her dribble off her leg, ends up into the hands of Gorkinson, then gets knocked out of bounds.
Terrace is really moving the ball well. They just, again, we made reference to it. They're just, the shots aren't going. They're playing some good offense.
Wilson stops, pops, shoots, no good.
There she is again.
Sela with the rebound, her putback was no good. Now the Hawks the other way. Loose ball, Sela picks it up.
Sela's got to have a double-double almost. She does everything.
Castillo gets the rebound.
Nice move.
30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter as we're tied up again at 34. As the atmosphere amps up a little bit here at Mountlake Terrace High School.
Terrace seems rocking a little bit.
It's just, it's really loud in my headphones, one or the other.
A little bit of both.
Well, maybe a little of both. Borkinson tries to get it inside. There'll be a whistle.
You can't go. You got to get around the offense on that.
Call goes against Castillo. That's her fourth of the game.
Which would not be a good thing because she's warming up a little bit and providing some good offense and defense for Terrace. So she needs to be careful.
Sela will be at the line again. Her shot attempt's no good.
Checking into the game for Cascade, number 32 senior, Morgan Applewood.
Second attempt. As we wait for the referees to get back into position here.
Hey, live, White, last shot.
Sela just a junior. Second attempt short. Gorgonson with the rebound.
Not in there. There we go, Terrace.
Her putback was no good. Tafa.
A few travels.
Wagner. Castillo put up a shot.
There it is.
On top.
Don't foul.
And there's the buzzer for the end of the third quarter. And we are tied at 34 at the end of 3. Here at Mountlake Terrace High School. Oh, we've got a good one here on Hawk TV HBN tonight.
Well, I tell you couldn't ask for a better way to end the season. 2 teams going after it. And a close game. And
National Girls and Women Sports Day is coming up on February 7th.
like I say, if you were one of the folks that decided to show up tonight, you got your money's worth, that's for sure.
As I said before, Mountlake Terrace on a 9-game losing streak. Their last win was on December 27th.
Yeah, it's a long stretch.
Yeah, I'm sure they're quite hungry.
Chomping at the bit to get this W. And the great thing is they get to end the season on a win and spend the entire offseason celebrating that they ended the season on a win, right?
Absolutely.
There aren't too many teams in the state that end the season on a win, if you think about it.
No.
Most teams lose and they're out,
Yep.
right? So,
yeah, I've thought that all along, that most of the in the postseason, nearly all of the teams end their season with
Yep.
a loss. There's
Yep.
only
4 teams
yeah,
maybe?
3 or 4
In
trophy
each
games.
classification, right?
Yep.
Yep. It's an interesting statistic. So you get a feel good, you get that feel good moment at the end of your season. You take it and run with it, man.
We're underway here in the final quarter. Hawks grab that rebound. Stokes gives it up to Loveless.
Nice pass.
Loveless inside.
Yeah, a great movement by the Hawks. Cascade brings it.
Palmer. Wilson will drive, put up a floater. No good. Loveless chases down the rebound for the Hawks. Up quickly. Stokes puts up a shot. Just off, but she'll go to the line for 2.
And these Hawks have really turned up the heat. They're starting to play some pretty good basketball right now. But Clara, this is kind of her coming out party a little bit. I know she's had some moments this year, but she's kind of taken over out there a little bit.
Yeah, there's a little fire in her eyes.
Yeah,
There.
little aggressive approach the way she's handling things out there.
Just the freshman, too.
Yep. She could be the cornerstone of this young team.
Jordan Stokes gets her first free throw attempt to go. Second attempt by the freshman is good. Sela loses possession of the ball. Schmidt grabs it for the Hawks and gets fouled.
Might not have been a bad foul. Terrace had numbers. They had like a 4-on-1, so that Cascade girl slowing her up was probably pretty smart.
I don't think we saw Hurley Schmidt on the court there in that third quarter. She's back here at the start for the fourth. Wagner. And Coach Starks wants a timeout. Here with 7:10 remaining, and the Hawks enjoying a 4-point lead, 38-34. Wanted to mention that these games on YouTube are produced by the students of Hawk TV HBN, the HBN Club. The students do all the production under the supervision of faculty advisor Angelo Camo. Thanks, guys, for inviting me to come in this season. And I'm always enjoy working with you guys and having a great time. If you're interested in video production or in holding a camera, anything fun like that, and you're a student here at Mountlake Terrace High School, check in, talk to the advisor, or go check out the club. They meet Tuesdays after school, I believe it is. And
yeah, truly one of the best programs in the state of Washington. And you know, over the years they've lost their funding, and they've had some issues. They used to have a class, and but through it all, they've managed to stay on top of their game. And these students who run this, and obviously Angelo, are amazing. Just an incredible group. And it takes a lot to put this together.
And they do other video production also. They don't just do live basketball games.
They're very diverse.
Lots of opportunities to get involved in that if you're a student here at Mountlake Terrace.
You bet. You bet.
We're back underway. There's a she gets it to fall. Hawks increase their lead to 7.
And Wagner has found a way to get open and drain a 3 at the most timely moments. Just when they need a little momentum, she gets that 3 off. That's a very heady person in terms of what she is.
Osborgensen, long 3 attempt, it's no good. Sela skies for the rebound. Osborgensen again, and it's good.
Wow. This is a ball game.
Wagner.
There we go.
Stokes into Claire.
She got long arms. It's hard to stop her when she does that.
Yeah, at 5'11", she's the tallest of the Hawks.
Yep.
I'm wondering if that 5'11" isn't accurate either. I'm wondering if she's 6 foot now.
Well, she's probably grown an inch since they did the program. Oh, and then the Bruins answered.
That was Keisha Agad with a 3 ball for Cascade. Wagner over to Stokes. Her shot attempt's no good. That Kasha Agag shot was a 2, not a 3. As the Hawks lead has been cut to 4 points. Wagner with the inbounds. Ball ends up back into her hands. Now Schmidt looked at the 3, passed it up. Now it's Stokes. She'll drive, and she gets fouled on the shot attempt. That's going to be Lorraine Devaney's 5th foul. And she knew it. She was heading toward the bench.
Yeah, and she worked hard out there all night long, was on the boards and battling real strong. So 41 did a nice job tonight.
Yeah, fouls out, no points, but was certainly a defensive presence underneath for the Bruins.
Yep.
They'll have to find a way to do these final 5:40 without her. Stokes goes to the line. First attempt is good. Second free throw. Up. And it's good also. Hawks already with 11 points here in the 4th quarter.
Putting on the pressure a little bit.
Of Borgensen. Gets fouled.
You really look at Stokes and Lovelace and Wagner, and you look at that core and you think, all right, we've got a core to build on, and I got a good 8th grade crew coming in. I think the Hawks are going to be all right in the next couple of years. It's a nice group of young athletes.
Wilson inbounds, gets it down low to Sela. First shot's no good, but she'll go to the line for 2. I think we could put that on a loop tonight. Sela goes to the line for 2.
Yeah, just put that on a loop. That's about the story of the game right there.
I'll lose my job to AI. Sela's first shot is good. With that, she reaches the 20-point threshold. half of the Bruins points. Second free throw attempt, no good. The rebound gets chased down by Davis.
And getting a little bit of unrest. Although I really think that the referees are doing a pretty good job tonight. There's a lot of intensity out there and a lot of physicality, and I think sometimes they got to blow their whistle to keep the lid on it.
During that loose ball, Stokes fouls Sela, who will go to the line for 2 again. Her first is good. Second free throw by the junior. Is up and no good.
Loveless with the board.
Yeah. Hawks ball. Wagner. Stokes. Schmidt. Schmidt will knife her way through. Can't get her shot to go. Ball goes off of Wilkinson.
Oh, and she got hit in the nose, too.
Wilkinson.
Kafa.
Oh, Kafa.
Kafa broke her nose early in the season, right?
She did, yeah.
Hit right square in the nose.
Yeah, she was playing with that face guard for half of the season. Playing without it tonight.
Yeah, you can tell she's kind of messing around a little bit up there. She got bonked pretty good.
I think the ball might have actually.
Yeah, it was the ball.
Yeah.
But still, you get hit after a broken nose. It's never a fun thing.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on her. No training staff yet on her, and don't see any blood on her jersey. So we got a timeout. Coach Roberts calls that timeout with 5:03 remaining. The Hawks with a 4-point lead, 45-41. As we're going to come down the stretch here in a tight one.
Yep. Again, probably the best game of the night.
Jordan Stokes has taken over the scoring lead for the Hawks with 13 points. Anna Castillo. That's not right there. Anna Castillo has 7. Alexa Brock has 8. Jordan Wagner has 9 for the Hawks. Balanced scoring for Terrace as it has been all season long.
Yeah, they don't have that one scorer. They all kind of chip in a little bit each of them.
Wagner inbounds to Kafa. She'll drive, put up the shot. The nose is not bothering her.
No, I'd say she's all right.
That's her first bucket of the night. Cascade ball. That's Borgensen. Over to Sela. Sela will drive. Gives it up.
Oh, okay.
Hawks come away.
Yep, control of the glass.
Wagner.
Nick says calm down.
Inside to Kafa. Gives it up to Loveless. Her shot's no good. And we have a whistle. Loveless gets cut with a push.
Looks like we got bonus for both teams in the next foul sequence.
That's Lovelace's 4th foul of the game.
And she would not be one I would want to lose at this point. She's controlled the boards, played some pretty impressive offense too.
Of Borgensen. Stokes goes for the steal. She gets it. Gives it up to Kafa. Her shot's no good. Battle for the rebound. Ends up in the corner. Now Loveless dives for it. As does Davis. I believe that's Davis for Cascade over there. Nope, that was Palmer that got on the floor. It was a tie-up.
Ball goes to Terrace.
Inbounds Kafa. Schmidt. Wagner. thought about the shot, gets triple team, gives it up.
Yeah, that's a travel.
Yeah, that was Schmidt, a little indecisive there.
And she's got that little hop step that she likes to use, and sometimes she does. It is a travel.
That's a tough one for refs to
Oh yeah,
catch.
it really is. It's quite an art to figure out what is a travel and what isn't. Athletes are just so quick nowadays.
Wilson inside to Sela, gives it up to Palmer.
Great defense.
Ball gets knocked away. Hawks ball. Wagner, Schmidt. Over in the corner, Tafa loses it. And we got a foul.
That might be 5.
22 holes, 2 shots.
Yeah, that's going to be Claire Lovelace's 5th foul. With 3:35 remaining in the game.
And this is not protocol. We should have our bench sitting down.
Go ahead, you're in.
Number 3, Alyssa Rockchip at
Coach Stark's taking advantage of.
Yeah, you got to do it, man. Get an extra timeout out of it.
You get a little time to bring in your sub after a disqualification. You took full advantage of
You
that.
sure did. Smart coach.
Sela at the line. Surprise, surprise. First shot attempt's no good.
How many free throws has she had in total? It's got to be about 20, right?
Unfortunately, the computer working our stats didn't have attempts. Only shots made. That ends up being an attempt not made.
Boy, Terrace just needs to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, a turnover on a walk.
It's about the 3rd travel in the last 4 possessions.
3:30 remaining in this one. Hawks have a 6-point lead, 47-41.
Lex, you just stay on her. Stay on her, Lex. Wherever she goes.
Some of the fans are on their feet for this one.
Well, I'm glad. These ladies have worked a ton this year, just like everybody else, and it's nice to see them getting recognized.
Steal by the Hawks. Wagner, Stokes, cross court, ill-advised as Sela steps in, gets the steal. Her shot's no good though. Hawks ball.
Let's see if the Hawks could do something on this possession. Put the
Wagner to Stokes. To Brock. Back to Stokes. She'll take the 3.
There we go.
Jordan Stokes with a quick release on that 3 ball.
Very nice, very nice.
That's her 4th 3-pointer of the night.
Yeah, that freshman's got a lot of future in a lot of sports.
Wilson nice through.
Yep.
Gets fouled by Stokes. And Jaden Wilson will go to the line for 2. We'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way with every foul. They're at the 2:30 mark in this game. Cascade's down by 9. They're going to need some of these to drop, but the first one doesn't.
One thing that Terrace has done extremely well, but I don't think Cascade has the weapons to do is the 3-point shooting. That they're going to need something to get back into this game. So whoever they have out there should be able to shoot a little bit, right?
Wilson's second shot attempt is good. And Coach Roberts wants a timeout. Talk it over with his squad as we're going to head into the final 2.5 minutes. It's Kylie Odds-Borgensen that has the only 3-pointers for the Bruins tonight. She has 2.
Yeah. So they probably need to start running some offense to try to get her open because 8-point lead, still something you could chip away at, but you need to start looking at that 3 shot a little bit.
Well, certainly with their ability to get to the line too.
Yeah.
Score some points while the clock will stop.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, this game certainly is far from over, even though Terrace has an 8-point lead.
And we've seen all night how one team will score 7 or 8 in a row, and the other team will answer back. So, yeah, buckle up. This thing ain't over yet.
Here in the season finale for both these squads.
Yep.
The Cascade boys will play their final game of the season, as they will not be able to reach the postseason also. They will play their final game. That's a home game
Against
tomorrow,
Terrace,
Friday, and they will have to take on the state's number 1 318, the Mountlake Terrace Hawks.
Yeah. That's a what do you say in the locker room to that one, right? I like Shane, he's a good coach, but I don't know if I'd have the words to talk to him about that one.
Terrace in the back court.
I got to get it across.
Up against the Cascade press, and they are unable to do it. No,
I called a timeout.
Coach Starks gets a quick timeout
That's
here.
a veteran move right there. Good coaches understand that, and he does a good job.
Just gets that time in before a 10-second violation is going to be called.
A 30-second violation, or 30-second timeout, according to Steve Willits, who's 100% on this. He looks good without his goatee.
Steve Willits on the PA mic tonight, as he has been for most of the season.
I think he looks 5 years younger from that.
You can catch Steve up at Angel of the Winds Arena for much of the weekend, as he'll be part of the crew up there for the Everett Silvertips on Friday night and on Sunday. Steve gets everywhere.
He does, because as soon as that season wraps up, it's almost time for the Aqua Sox to kick in. So, and he finds time to sub for me about once every week. So
nice.
It works out really well.
Hawks ball as we approach the 2-minute mark. Kefa, 3 on the shot clock. Quickly gets the shot off. Stokes' the shot's no good.
Very nice job by the Hawks moving that ball around.
Used up a lot of the clock. We're under 2 minutes to go. Sela gives it up to Wilson in the lane. Her shot's no good. And there's a whistle, and there was a foul.
Yep.
Let's see his finish.
Terrace will shoot 2.
The call goes against Jaden Wilson, and that's her 5th.
Wilson, her 5th.
The senior fouls out with 1:45 to go in the game, and with 11 points. Of course, my point totals are unofficial, as the Petrowski computer isn't totally tuned in. Back into the game for the Hawks, Alyssa Brown and Anna Castillo. And for Cascade, they're going with a small lineup. Austin Davis, 15. Issa Palmer, 22. Keisha Agag, 24. And of course, 2 of their starters, Kylie Osborgensen and Sally Sela, are still out there for the Bruins. Schmidt at the line. Her first attempt's good. Second bounces off. Sela with the rebound. Sela's keeping her dribble alive. Now gives it up. Ball ends up outside to Osborgensen. Her 3 is good.
Yep, we talked about her, right? And a travel. Oh, boy.
Hawks lead is just 6, 51-45. And then a turnover. Cascade will get another shot at it.
And a box.
Well, and they've got a couple of girls that can shoot, so.
Sela, ball gets ripped away by Brown. Hawks ball. Schmidt, Wagner. Terrace is going to work some clock. And there's a foul against Alyssa Brown.
Yeah, we got to be better. And that at the end there, that screen was just very ill-advised.
No free throws on that. Cascade will just get possession of the ball. Davis with the inbounds duty. Gives it up to Osborgensen. Surveys the court. Gets bumped. Nope. Behind the foul. Now into Sela. Sela at the elbow.
And the Hawks are doing a great job of defending her.
Palmer's shot attempt is no good. Ball gets knocked away by Osborgensen. As we're under a minute to go in this game. Hawks with a 6-point lead and the ball. Into Brown. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Hawks are going to try to sweat out this last minute to pick up a win here on their home court. Wagner
trying to stay patient, but they got to dribble out of this press.
Schmidt.
Nice swing pass.
Castillo. Brock. Open from the elbow. No good. Sela gets hammered.
I cannot.
Sela will go to the line for 2 as the
foul on Brock.
Battle for the rebound there, and Sela certainly had the position.
Well, and I think the last thing you want to do, you mentioned it before, they're getting an awful lot of shots without the clock running, and that's kind of kept them in this game.
Next shot,
41.3 remaining in the contest. Sela's shot is good.
She's back at the line again. How many fouls does she have right now?
Sela has 4 fouls.
She's been playing 4 for quite a while.
Yes, she has. I'm sorry. Sally Sela has 3 fouls. Second shot attempt gets the shooter's roll, and it's good. 4-point lead, 40 seconds to go. For the Hawks, Wagner's going to take it the whole way.
There we go. I'll tell you what, Wagner has been doing that all night long, saving the Hawks.
Yeah, she's been the ring general out there for sure.
When we needed a bucket, we got a bucket from her.
We got a bucket, and she'll go to the line. And the 3 seniors are coming out for the Hawks. Alexa Brock, Anna Castillo, Alyssa Brown, getting hugs from their teammates, getting standing ovations from the fans that are here.
That's it.
Meanwhile, Wagner misses her free throw attempt. And there's a whistle.
Yeah.
It's a 6-point Hawk lead with 29.5 seconds remaining.
What's that?
Abby Schnickler gets called for the foul for the Hawks. She's into the game now, as is Naomi Gogol. Seeing her first action of the night.
And who's at the free throw line?
Sally Sela gets the roll.
I start talking school record for number of free throw attempts.
Texas on the mid.
Abigail Mattins is also into the game for the Hawks. Number 23 getting her first game action. Sela's second shot attempt's no good. Rips the rebound off. Puts up a shot attempt, no good, but she'll go to the line again. Sela with the hustle play to snatch that rebound out of the hands of a Hawk. We'll go to the line for 2 more as the Bruins trail by 5. First free throw's no good. Terrace with 53 points in this game. That might be their season high, 53.
I would think so.
Second shot attempt's no good. It'll be the Hawks ball, 26.3 seconds remaining.
Freshman Abby, number 21, Abby Schnicker, number 23, Abby.
Wagner.
There's the foul.
Wagner gets fouled to stop the clock. She'll go to the line for 2. Foul goes against Sally Sela. That's her 4th.
Also checking into the game a moment ago on her sweet 16th birthday, number 2, Marina.
Wagner at the line for 2. Try to build upon the Hawks' 5-point lead. First shot attempt is
2. One more makes it a 3-possession game.
And it's good. Hawks want a timeout as those 2 free throws increase the lead to 7, 55-48. 25 seconds remaining in the game. Cascade will have to come up with some magic.
Yep, that was a big free throw.
But we've seen magic on this court this season, though.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Magic went against us, too.
Yes.
Still remember that Linden Christian game where everybody was walking out with 8 seconds to go. And,
Linden Christian gave the Mountlake Terrace Hawks boys their only loss of the season. That game ended up in overtime, but the Hawks were enjoying a 5-point lead in the final seconds of that game.
Yep. And then Linden Christian hit the 3, stole the inbounds pass, and bada bing, bada boom, overtime. It was a great basketball game.
It was a great game.
I still remember that Cedro Woolley game from about 6 years ago. Made the ESPN highlight thing. Terrace hosted some doozies, man.
Cascade will try to create a little magic. As they will have possession of the ball. 25 seconds remaining. They are trailing by 7.
You need a quick shot and a steal.
Osborgensen gives it up to Agag. Her shot's no good. Silas crashes the boards for the rebound. Her putback's no good. Second putback is good.
Wait. They do not have a timeout.
They apparently don't have a timeout as they don't take one. There's now 3.5 seconds remaining.
And it does appear that the old Hawks are going to end up with a win. That is incredible. That is awesome.
Sally Sela gets called for her 5th foul of the night.
What a game for her, too. Both teams deserve to win tonight, Doug.
26 points for Sally Sela tonight, her season high, but she fouls out. 3.5 seconds remaining. And Hurley Schmidt will try to ice it for the Hawks.
What a way to end the season. That's fantastic.
Second free throw is also good. And the final seconds will count down as Borgensen brings the ball up, gives it up, no shot. As the buzzer goes, and the Hawks close out the season with a 57-50 win over the Cascade Bruins here at Mountlake Terrace High School.
That was a nice way to finish up, I tell you. These young athletes, student athletes, have worked awfully hard throughout the entire season. Both teams.
We'll get some scoring totals here as the 2 teams shake hands. As I said, Sally Sela, 26 points for the Cascade Bruins tonight. Her season high and the game high tonight. Kylie Osborgensen with 9. Jaden Wilson had 11 before she fouled out for the Bruins. And Issa Palmer and Keisha Agag both had 2 for the Hawks. We got a birthday celebration going on, led by Coach Starks. Naomi Kogo celebrating her 16th birthday.
Actually,
with the
I
win.
think it's Brooklyn.
Oh, is it?
Naomi and her must have swapped out.
Ah,
uniforms.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Marino.
Brooklyn Marino with the Hawks scoring in the game. Jordan Stokes led Terrace with 16 points. Jordan Wagner with 12. Alexa Brock with 8. Anna Castillo 7. Clara Lovelace with 6. Hurley Schmidt with 5. And I'm in Kefa with 2. 1, 2, 3,
And,
4, 5, 6, 7 Hawks get on the scoring sheet.
And Kefa's dribble drive to the basket was kind of a big one because it was like a 3-point game, and she took it right to the hole and gave us some breathing room. So it's fantastic.
Ends up being a 7-point victory for the Hawks as they close out the season with a record of 3-17. 3-17. Yes. The Cascade Bruins end the year 4-11. Again, Hawk TV HBN will be on the air on the web next Friday, February 9th, as Mountlake Terrace boys will begin their quest in postseason play with a District 1 tournament game. And we'll see you, Todd, I'm sure.
Might be on the court a little bit for this next stretch run.
Okay, in the postseason, look for Todd, and then we'll certainly see you next year.
Appreciate it, Doug.
Certainly, thanks for joining us. Thanks for viewing Hawk TV HBN this season. Again, the boys play next Friday. Thank you for the crew of HBN for all their help. It's been a good season. Had a great time. Good night and good year.
Good night.